What is it that Maxx has to do, or that you see about Maxx? And I always tell him it's his future home right up the road. We'll take it to Canton, pick out his place. He wants his bust. Um, what is it that he needs to do, or that he's doing right now, to join you in that fraternity of brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Well, he's on the right track. I think what I would say is, um, well, this is the one thing you really can't control, and that's stay healthy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is you do all you can as a player to keep yourself in the best shape. You know, keep your body strong. And so I know he does that. Um, but in terms of uh, the way that he plays the game, like that's the formula.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So there's not a real secret. You know, when we talked about um, Travis and the amount of plays he played, you know, people always marvel at that part of it, which is great. But it's about what you do when you're out there. And so when you watch Maxx on the field, you know, it's 100% effort every time. But you can give 100% effort and not make no plays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But if you're out there giving that type of effort, and you know, I mean, a year ago, was it last year? I think we had this on our show on Fox, and it was like, you know, who at that point was the defensive player of the year, and like the stats that he was putting up with not really having anybody else around him putting up any stats. Um, but him making the plays, you know, helping in football games, you know, with a big sack, stopping guys in the backfield, in the run game, holding up the edge in the run game, being available, like I said. And then not only that, I know that, you know, because I'm around, you know, the Raiders organization. And so I know the way that the coaches talk about Maxx. I know the way the players talk about Maxx. And so not only does he do it himself on the field and is a leader and is someone that those guys can look to, he pulls those guys with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So there's a combination of, you know, what you're doing on the field, what you're doing in practice, what you're doing in the building. I know how he is getting in the building early, you know, when nobody's there early in the I know all that. You know what I mean? And if I know all that, then that means the other players know all that. And so he's doing his part. You know what I mean? So now it's the organization part. But let's put the people in a place around him so that what he does can be maximized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, no pun
Facts.
intended. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Maximize. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
100%.
everything he's doing right now is that thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what he has to do. And so only been in the league. What was this for you now?
It's going into year 7. Yeah, going into 7
seven,
now. Yep.
7 years. I mean, he's already on that track, man. I mean, it ain't gonna be, you know, you know, too many more years where they're just like, hey, man, 5 years after, man, he's in.
No, I appreciate that.